Hello, good afternoon everyone. This is Marshall here. Okay, so today we're going to talk about an ICO. We're going to look to review this ICO, and this ICO is let me just pause myself. This ICO, it looks a little bit like Populous. I don't know, some of you who don't know Populous. Populous is this cryptocurrency here. It's been on the market for a while, and it did go a little bit around $53, guys. It went as far as the highest. I think it was no, it was, let me see, the highest was about 69, 73 $73, guys. So obviously, because of the correction and the market that is as it is right now, it's pulled back. But what they're doing basically, let's go to their website. It's invoice financing. What invoice financing on a blockchain? Normally businesses like banks has been doing that for years and years, and they have been making a lot of money on this for small businesses, as SMEs, small businesses. Right, so if you look, so basically, for example, when a small company startup, for example, they want to, I don't know, to pay their staff on short note, I mean like on a weekly basis and stuff like, and they don't have the cash flow to keep it doing that. And for example, if they they're waiting for their invoice, whatever, to come, and then they can basically take the invoice, take it to the bank, and the bank will lend them maybe about 80% of the money for an interest, for about an interest like 12% and stuff like that. But that will keep the business moving. So this is a great idea. This is the competition to the banks, guys, and they're basically on a blockchain. You see, anyone can go out there, any small business can go, put their proposal, and then you get the people on a blockchain. If they like the project, they can just fund it like that through the smart contract. So this has been great. This has been talked about that this is gonna boom. But today I'm going to talk about another crypto that is the same, pretty much the same, but this crypto, this ICO, is currently live. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. You can read, you can see my you can see here my this disclaimer here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm only telling you to bring that to your attention. You need to make sure that you do your own due diligence, guys. Okay. But I just wanted to share with you why this, I think, is gonna be, it can be big. It can be big because they've already have a prototype. But the Populous at the moment, they don't really have like a working product. So far, it's been around for a while. So this competitor is quite great. So before we do that, before I dip into it, let's have a look at the markets again. Let me refresh here a little bit. Boy, Bitcoin is keep going up. Bitcoin is continue to go up, and you see it's getting very close to 12K. But while the Bitcoin is going up, the rest are kind of going into minus. Only some few like Litecoin, they're performing quite good as well in green. Let's have a look at the comparison to the Bitcoin, how the other crypto are doing. Okay, Litecoin is about 4% up, but pretty much the rest. VeChain is coming back a little bit, and then you see Omizigo, and so it's quite a few that are performing better than Bitcoins right now. So what most of people are doing, they are converting their alt into Bitcoins. I wouldn't advise that to anybody. That's what I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't advise that to my brother or my sister if you're out there. So because once the Bitcoin start to correct, the altcoins might come up as well. Okay, so great stuff. So good to see that the Bitcoins are going up. But if you have some alt and you think, oh, you didn't really want to keep, you can play that game, but you really have to know what you're doing, guys. Otherwise, you can find yourself losing out. Okay. Now let's talk about the ICO that I'm bringing to you guys. Is this ICO right now? Debitum Network. I think this is a they've done. It just I was looking at the ICO drop and I saw it, and this has been around for a while as well. It's been running in different stages. They've been running for different stages, and this is the last stage. So what they're going to do, basically, they're going to do pretty much the same as Populous. But the good thing, these guys have already an MVP. They have already a working product that once it goes live, they will just launch this. Okay, they've got the MVP demo. You can download the wallet and stuff like that. And if you look in the white paper, here, let's have a look at this PDF. When you look at the white paper, they've got different, which is pretty good, different kind of token generation and downloadable kind of token you can download. Okay, my internet is going a little bit smaller. So guys, as you know, those of you who have taken my course know that white paper is very key. That's where they put a lot of information that you need to dig deeper. And some of the white paper can be pretty long to go through. So you know what they say, the alternative finance industry. So this market is growing, guys, on the blockchain. So the banks had the monopoly on this one, but this is going to change a lot of small businesses in the way they can access the cash flow through the invoicing, guys. So let's have a look at something. Okay, use of proceeds. I'm looking for the financial flow, and something that I've only had the question on, and how they're going to make sure that the people will pay, because the banks, obviously, they will lend you the money, and they will have some kind of things you have to show so that they can hold. And on a blockchain, I'm not sure how they're gonna make sure that the investors have their, you know, they guarantee their money back at least, or those people will be paying. So let's go to look at the page 24, business cycle. Look at page 24. Yeah, business cycle of the financial process. Chart. So you got to verification, they verify the person. This is how it will work. So basically, if you apply for your small business and your startup, for example, you apply for, I don't know, some money for cash flow, to be able to maintain, maybe to pay the stuff like that for your business. And then we do a risk assessment. Insurance, I mean, they probably will, they have insurance in place. And then you do the investment. So you probably will have, if you don't pay, there is the debt collection that will be in place, and or the secondary market. This is quite interesting, guys. This is very interesting. I missed the Populous. It was already a high price, and this is how they show the stages of the financing process. Okay, financing process for a specific asset can take various forms, but the stages of any full end-to-end financing process are the same. Okay, so this is what happened. So the first-time borrower, for example, first-time borrower are pre-qualified to ensure their compliance with minimal conditions before joining a Debitum network. Okay, borrowers present a loan application, so you have to fill some kind of a loan application on a blockchain, including asset available for backing the required loan. Okay, great. So that means you have to say what kind of asset you have to back up your loan application. If, for example, you can't pay, then they will take that pretty much like normal banks do. Okay, and then they will do an assessment. They will verify a check if the assets correspond. So, for example, what you say to them that, you know, I've got these assets, blah blah blah. They will verify to see if they correspond to this description of what you said. They will look at the asset. They will assess them. Okay, risk assessor evaluate loan application, available collateral, and estimate risk premium and suggested pricing structure. So probably that at that point they might suggest, if you don't have something, oh, maybe you might need an insurance. Yeah, so insurance may be used to insure exactly like this. They might recommend you to an insure broker to insure the future investor against default of the borrower, blah blah blah. You can see how the flow, and then if everything is fine, they will give the investors on a blockchain. Remember, it won't be just one person, it won't be just like one entity. On a blockchain, there's so many investors, and anybody can get involved to become to be able to buy the invoicing if you want. And these kind of things can give you a little bit of passive income. Okay, for those of you who like the passive income side of it, because passive income is king, guys. Anything that can give you passive income is great. So so this one, if you buy an invoice on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, you can get some kind of profits. So 12%, if debit term take maybe, I don't know, maybe 2, and then you get 10, that would be great, isn't it? So once they have assessed that you're eligible, you will get your funding, and then current investor can use the secondary market to liquidate regular or altered risk loan position. New investors can use secondary market to get into the position already invested. I don't know about this one, but this is some kind of things. Maybe so many people can bid on the same kind of market, for example. Okay, so loan correction. So loans are fully repaid by borrower. So you have, if you pay, if the loan is not repaid on time and within agreed condition, debt collection process will start. Like any other bank, they will send the bailiff all over the place. So they start to collect the stuff, or they might seize the stuff you put at the beginning that you have as asset to back it up. And trust. So basically, because it's on a blockchain, so everyone will be, if you default on a loan, for example, everybody will be able to see that, your history and stuff like that. So you have interest of really paying on time and stuff like that. So let me check if you guys can hear me actually. So we do this ICO, and this ICO. Okay, great. Yeah, you can still hear me, which is great. So debitum. Okay, so pretty much, so this, I think this is one of the competitors at the moment, is like Populous, and Populous is being talked about. So I can see this is one of the great things, and I think it's in the last stage. I might consider get a piece of that. So let's have a look at the prices right now. Let's go on to their website and have a look. They've got an affiliate program. I don't like to go to these affiliate program things, but you can have a look here. So if you go to the ICO, another interesting, these guys have already a working business already. I will look into it a bit later. So they've started these different stages, guys, and the price at the moment, these are the different stages. So people who bought at this time around 8, they got 8,700 DEP for 1 ether. On the stage 2, they got that reduced. Unfortunately, I just got to I found this one at this I think it's stage 5. I think we're on stage 5, and then it's going to be a stage 6, but they're very close. Stage 5 is the last stage where you're gonna get a bonus of 5%. So there we go. utility. So Debitum network is a distributed ecosystem consisting of various counterparties involved in the small and medium business SMEs financing process, borrowers, risk assessors, insurers. So these are the parties that are going to be part of the ecosystem. Okay, so if we look at the team, it's very important, and we look at the roadmap. Okay, look at the team: the founder, well-established executive, and entrepreneur. Let's have a look. Let's go to their LinkedIn profile and see the founder. Page is taking a while to load. Okay, see the co-founder, global networker, making strong connection worldwide and having the ability to inspire individuals joining the cause. The networker. Co-founder, financing operations, successful certified CFA. Okay. Martin's Labors. Is that the same guy? Let's have a look. Look different on. Oh yeah, same guy. Let's have a look. Technology entrepreneur, public speaker, view. Now, okay, experience is co-founder, Debitum Network, board member. So this is the company they already own, guys. And we're gonna go into the website and have a look at what this company did before. So he's a board member of that. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at this other chap. Donatas Juodolis. Okay. As much as we like. So you can see that's why he's related to that. Co-founder at Debitum Network, entrepreneur, blockchain visionary. Okay. So I'm not going through in the deep analysis, guys. I'm just to see whether these people are technology lead, expert, team advisors, co-founder of Banco. I've seen Banco somewhere. Risk assess advisors, international business advisors. They before this is their current business guy that is already working. They already have customers, which you saw is invoicing, financing, but it's not on a blockchain. And I think they're trying to bring the same kind of service to the blockchain, which is going to actually make it easier. So these guys have already have a product which is working, so ready to go on a day one, guys. MVP. I think this was Lithuania. Is that Lithuania? These ones. No collateral. You see, so they've already have a business that works, guys. Let's go back to the website and let's look at the roadmap. So what they're saying they're going to achieve. This could be a good quick flip. Okay, so okay, the 2015, this is where they started. 2015 to quarter 2 2017 they started the company. incorporated there before, an alternative finance company. So in 2016 Q1 joint mentors, so they incorporated this company, guys, which is already working with customers, and then created proof of concept, expanding the core team within the business, technology advisors, build and deploy MVP version on Ethereum, Ropsten blockchain. So they have already done that, which is great. Raising fund via crowd sale. So this is where they started their crowd sale, guys, the ICO sale. So in Q1 to Q3 of this year, they'll be building the Bitcoin network version 1.0, and the crowd sale be obviously still within this period. Q4, they will develop the Bitcoin network ecosystem version with a manual onboarding of asset generators, investors, and additional services. So it's not very far. Q4, guys, that they will be doing that. That is great. So obviously that's that company they already own, that is already have a business. It's established in 2016. It's now one of the leading alternative finance platforms to expand in different countries. Okay, so in the pre-sale it was 22 cents, but the overall total token sale is 400,000, which is below 1 billion, which is great. That's a nice spot to be. The team, okay, yeah, I was right. So the team is from Lithuania. Okay, let's have a look at what the pre-sale, what the ICO price will be. It's about $29.09 USD 400 billion. So if you look, it's a 400 total token, 400,000, and they are only selling 60% of that. So that is let me count, 400 million, 60%, 240, that's 240 million they're selling. Now if we look how much they try to raise in this phase, it's about 20 million. $240 million. Now even if you didn't know the price, okay, oh, so I guess the total includes, yeah, it includes also this the pre-sale as well. It's all inclusive. They're probably trying to raise all that, including the pre-sale. I'm sure of that. That's why it comes up to this price. Okay, it's not a bad deal if you compare and you look at the Populous, and look at the current price, and this is considering that the market is a bit wobbly, and considering that this went up to this level, $73. So this could be a good flip if everything goes according to plan and they deliver what they say they deliver. Wow, this could be a good flip, guys. Okay, I wanted to share with you, so go to do your own due diligence if you're considering that. Have a look. I'm not a financial advisor, guys, so don't follow what I'm saying here. I'm only just sharing what I was considering to do. Go in there, do your own due diligence. I mean, if you don't know how to do your own due diligence, there are courses. I've developed an ICO course have a look. The link will be below, and see if you can learn something. But this one, it seems like can be a good deal, even though we are a little bit at the last stage of the sale of there is not a big jump. So the pre-sale was, I think, was a 21 cent or something like that, if I remember. So it's not a big jump. It's not like you lose, yeah, 22 cents. So it's a 7 cent difference. It's not really huge deal, guys. Okay, I hope guys, I hope you got value from this one. I just gave you just quick tips of what to look for. You've seen the page that I went through, and even if you haven't taken my course, my ICO course, you saw what I was looking for. Just dig a little bit deeper, have a look into the white paper in more details, and then yeah, go grab it guys. If you but make it your own. So don't listen to people like myself or anybody else, or what we think. Just take this and go to do your own due diligence, do your own research guys. Okay, I will see you again tomorrow at the same time. Peace, bye for now.